Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Sunday the 25th, and today was a rather interesting day weather-wise. Started off kind of cloudy and kind of crappy looking with a real menace of fear of the storm coming through. It just looked gross outside. It did end up snowing for quite a bit of the day. Didn't really amount to anything. Started off with giant big flakes. Eventually kind of cooled off a bit, turned into tiny little flakes. But the ground was warm enough that nothing stuck. It hit anything it landed on and melted right away. So it made for just a sloppy, gross mess out there. It was actually raining part of the day too before it started snowing. Cooled off enough to snow, then warmed up again to turn back into rain. So definitely has made everything just really sloppy and gross out. I was going to try and cut some wood today to heat the shop up with, and didn't feel like being out in the rain and the wet wood and that, trying to cut it, and it just plugs up the chain way too quick, and that when you do that. So went ahead and postponed that a little bit. Ended up with an extremely unproductive day. Really don't feel like I accomplished a damn thing worthwhile, but I mean, I got some stuff done. It's just nothing really, like, I don't know, I didn't really have a goal planned. My plan for today was to run a half marathon, and with my ankle the way it is, I postponed that whole idea. Actually, I decided to get rid of it completely. I'm not the type of guy, if I miss a training run, I'm not going to make it up later, because the fact that next week I've got a whole new set of training to do. So my ankle's still kind of screwed up. It's feeling better at times and worse at times, but I think it's getting more better than it is worse, so I'm very optimistic about it. I'm still hoping to get up to Des Moines here soon. It seems like something comes up every time I try and go up there, and I need to get in and see my chiropractor. I might have him look at my ankle too if it's still bothering me by then. So I went ahead and did get my run in though. I ended up running, I don't know, like not very far today, like a mile and a half, something like that, not real far at all. So just enough to keep my run streak alive, and then basically called it a day for the whole running thing. I'm not super determined to keep the run streak alive right now. Maybe in a few months I'll be more concerned about keeping it alive and keeping it going, but right now I'm more concerned about just staying healthy and being ready for my next official race. So gonna try and do a couple races like I said this year, and that'll be a big thing for me. So other than that, today I just got some cooking done. Nothing major, just some little stuff here and there. Did some general little, I don't know, organizing some stuff around the place. Did some laundry again. It seems like I do laundry periodically throughout the week. I'm not the kind of person who piles it up and like I used to. I used to do laundry like once a week. I had everything like, just all week's worth. Now I just do it as soon as I see the basket looks semi-full, knock the load out, and it seems to be a lot easier. Instead of spending a whole day standing around waiting for the washer and dryer to get done, it's just a lot easier to knock them out as they show up. So that right there is kind of a good thing, I guess. Just kind of, I don't know, I just felt like it was a worthless waste of a day. I watched a lot of YouTube, caught up on some of that, some emails, some comments and stuff, had to take care of there and that. Nothing really big, just the general, kind of thing. Ended up interacting with a couple people on Twitter. Run Chat went off tonight. Nothing really jumped out on Run Chat. Wasn't superbly amazing episode, but it happens. Could have been a good topic. It seemed like it was not. I don't know. Just didn't quite feel like it really took off like it has some other nights before. So other than that, just kind of, I don't know, didn't really get a lot done. I did talk to a friend of mine on the phone for just barely over an hour tonight. Had a really nice conversation. It's always good when you can have just a, nice free-flowing conversation. Didn't really have to lead anywhere, just kind of general BS. So it's always a good thing. This is the friend that I tend to have a much better communication with on the phone than I do in text messaging and that. So trying to do a lot more talking on the phone and a lot less texting between the two of us. So who knows? Seems to be working really good right there. So bunch of stuff going on in some people's lives around that I can't, I don't know, I can't help, and I hate that fact when there's somebody who is got a bunch of crap on their shoulders and a bunch of weight on them, and there's nothing they're letting me do and nothing I really can do. So it always just drives me nuts. I've always been the type of guy that if there's anything at all I can do to help out somebody, I hate the fact when they won't let me help them. That's who I am. I'm the guy who always wants to help out regardless of what the hell it is. Whether it be, helping somebody train their dog, or it be helping learn how to run, or even just help you make some life decisions of giant things that are going to affect your life down the line. So I'm a big believer in the fact that if you get outside help, it can amazingly have clarity of choices of what should happen, because you're not the one, meaning me, being outside their life. I don't have the emotional ties to it in that. So who knows? We'll see what happens. I did go look at that van today in the daylight. I ran over there, kind of looked out a little bit, ran back, and it's a little bit rougher than what I thought it was going to be, which kind of part of me thinks that's a good thing. It means it should be cheaper. I have no idea the mileage because it's digital odometer. I can't see it through the window. So I'm going to hopefully call tomorrow and find out. Part of me hopes that they're going to say it's like 12 grand and it's way too expensive for that year of van, and then I can walk away from it. And part of me hopes they say it's like 5 grand and I'm like, well, fine, I'll buy it. So I'm not sure really which one of me wants to win out on that battle. I like the idea of having a van that doesn't have rust holes in it and hopefully less miles than mine has, and it'll be 7 years newer and that kind of thing. And it's also the extended van, which would be nice too, because of the fact that you'd have that extra room in the van. Not that I really need it, but I've been really contemplating turning my van into a camper. And if I turn it into a camper, I want to make it kind of like a modular system, so I could take the stuff out and use it as a regular van the rest of the time, throw the stuff in, and then use it as a camper van. So I'm going to look into doing that. I just don't want to put the money into the mine because, like I said, it's getting pretty rusty and it makes me concerned. It seems to run like a champ. I would drive that thing to California or Florida tomorrow. Would not bother me a bit, but it's just the fact that it's getting enough rust on it that's starting to concern me. So who knows? We'll have to see what happens, I guess. Hopefully tomorrow I'll find something out with that one and I can make a decision that way. I also got the chance to fix somebody's Garmin watch. I had a friend of mine had a Garmin watch that died on him like a year or two ago, I think it was. I don't remember when it was. It completely just died out. They had no battery, wouldn't load up, wouldn't do anything. And I was able to basically, I guess, shock it back into system, and it seems to be working fine now. So I'll give them back their watch next time I see them, and they'll have a spare, because they have since bought a replacement. So they'll have a spare watch, or I don't know, maybe they'll pass it on to somebody else who needs a running watch, or whatever they're going to do with it. That's up to them. So now I at least have a watch that's working, and it's going to be, it's always nice to have a spare. You never know when your other's going to die on you, take a crap, it just freeze up, or who knows what. So we'll see what happens with that one. So other than that, I really have nothing going on today. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.